Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Update 1.0.2 is finally here, and with that comes two new tanks, a few tweaks to the current ones, and a bunch of edited maps. Now, let's take a look at the new tank, which is the K-91, a new tier 10 Russian medium tank. And like its predecessor, the tank has a limited turret traverse angle at 90 degrees to the left or the right, and a pretty shitty 5-degree gun depression. Well, but then again, if you're driving a Russian tank, you know that's a common thing. So, what about the armor of the tank? Now, let's take a look at the armor profile of the tank. As you can see, well, it is decent, right? But then again, this tank isn't meant to be at the front line. What this tank is good at is actually sniping, which is kind of weird. I mean, it is a medium tank after all, but then again, that's what Wargaming did with it. Now, I can see a lot of scenarios where this tank is actually good, but I think the limiting factor would be the depression. I mean, 5 degrees of gun depression isn't really going to, help you with the sniping part. But apparently it has good camo values as well, and my oh my, that gun. I think it is an absolute masterpiece. Just look at the shell velocity and the dispersion and the aiming time. I think it's going to make a great tank. But once again, let's just wait and see. It's just the test server. I mean, we know Wargaming, and yeah, I'm not going to say more than that, guys. Don't want to put myself in hot soup. Now, moving on to the next one, which is the Object 277. Now, well, this is basically an upgraded version of the T10, so you T10 drivers, you know what you're getting. And I think the best part about this tank is the speed. It is really comparable to a lot of medium tanks, and I think that is great for a heavy tank. You get in fast, you take up a defensive position, and use that armor that you have, and go to town on it. But yeah, I do feel sometimes the jump from tier 9 to tier 10 should be a bit more significant, but we'll just have to wait and see, because let's take for an example the French heavy tank line, right? You don't really get much of an upgrade, you don't feel like it's worth jumping from tier 9 to tier 10, and you actually get a worse gun actually. And yeah, let's just hope that this does not happen with this tank. And early reviews from on the test server, it looks like it's really a hit. But then again, as I said earlier, it is the test server. So what's up with maps? Now, Malinovka has a new spawn point, or more like a pushed back spawn point, so that you can get in and not get spotted real quick. But then again, they also did add a few bushes to aid in spotting, as they said. And I already can hear a lot of Mouse and Type 5 drivers complaining, because they're going to get up lit real fast, and you know what's going to happen. You're going to be gang raped by arties all day all night, and you probably would never reach where you want to go. But let's just see how it works, and maybe they might make a few tweaks here and there to enable, or to make it a bit better. Balance it out for every classes in the game. And also, they changed the position of the Abbey, or basically they turned it around a bit, and this actually helps you defend from a hill push. So yeah, that's basically Malinovka. And fjords. Now fjords, well, they said they added a few buildings, but I don't know, the picture just looks like they took out a few. And they also made the middle part of the map a bit more friendlier, so that you can use your gun depression especially, to take a few shots here and there. And it looks good. It really does look good, but well, we'll have to see once again how that works. They also did add a back door to directly get into the enemy's base and ram kill a tank destroyer, which looks cool as fuck. But yeah, everything looks good in theory. Let's just wait and see what happens in the live server. Now, how about Ellenberg? Well, a rock. That's what they added. A rock to defend yourself, basically. Well, really, who wrote this script, man? That's some lame ass work. Now, let's just bloody improvise here, shall we? Okay, with that said, where were we? Yep. Now, the garage. Well, Wargaming has tweaked the garage a bit, especially when it comes to customizing your tanks. Now, the color reflected in the garage resembles more closely to what you get in battle. So, you don't put a color and then go to battle and discover that, hey, this isn't what I bought for. And the best part is, it costs gold. So, good on you, Wargaming. Good on you. Now, what about vehicle rebalances? The version 4 finally gets nerfed, although it's not exactly enough. They have increased the dispersion during movement, and also they have changed the traverse speed. Now, given the way this tank is played, I don't know if it's really effective, and they've actually decreased the armor on the hull. Well, that's good, but is the nerf significant enough? Let's just go back quite a few patches ago when they put in the WT Alfie 100. They did nerf that tank a few times, right? But nothing worked. Is this the same thing with that? Is the same scenario going to happen again? You put in a tank and then finally you take it off. So let's just wait and see, and hopefully it works. Now, with that, this video comes to an end, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you don't, you know what to do. I'm not going to say fuck off, but just saying, you know what to do. So you guys have a great day ahead, and see you guys in the next one.